Right, we're on. Today we're talking hips and shoulders. Orchestrating the hips and the shoulders within the golf swing is so important. It has a serious effect on the centeredness of your golf swing. Moving too far off the golf ball, too far ahead of the golf ball with a reverse pivot is not ideal. If you have a reference point of where your hips and your shoulders should lie at the top of your backswing, much easier to control low point for good strike. So if you want to pure the golf ball and hit it really well, understanding the hips and the shoulders today, that's what we're on about. Let's go. So if you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. It's free of charge. I upload 2 videos a week now, so hit the bell notification for instant notifications. Also the thumbs up button, that shares it around YouTube, and subscribe, it's free. We all love something that's free. So hips and shoulders in the golf swing. I see this all the time. Not all the time, but I see it a lot at the range where I coach. Club coming back, hips sliding, shoulders moving too far, so we're too much lateral movement off the golf ball on the backswing. Then at the top of the swing, where are we centered to? How have we got the hips to rotate or work? How have we got the shoulders to rotate or work in an action that's going to give you the best optimal strike? If we reverse pivot, which is this way, now we're too far left of the golf ball, so again our swing center is funky. We don't really want to do funky, we want to do precise. Having a precise location in which we turn the hips to and the shoulders to on the backswing is key. So for this drill you're going to need 4 alignment canes. I know what you're thinking, who in the world has 4 alignment canes? Everybody has 2. So the solution is just to ask your pal to borrow his 2. I'm going to take 1 cane, we're going to put it through the loops of the trousers. I know what you're thinking, you've seen this drill a million times. This is very different. Just keep watching, bear with me. We're going to go through there, so now we can see where the hips go. We can put this one up here and we can see where the shoulders go, and we know there's a discrepancy between the two. We know the hips should turn X amount and the shoulders should turn X amount more than the hips, of course. We're all aware of that. That wind's just died down, that's nice. We're all aware of that, but at the top of the swing, where should they be to get pure strike? I've set myself up 90 degrees to the camera, best I can. I'm going to take my address position. Here we go. I'm going to place a cane, the back of my foot and the front of my foot in there. Now that is the reference point for my hips at the top of my swing. Turn to the top there, and I can see now that my hips have turned perfectly in line with where the line of my feet are, and that is optimum for me. Now if you stand further left with an open stance like Eureka Golf Swing, they're going to turn slightly less because it reduces the hip turn. If you're squarer or standing closed, there's going to be more turn, but just getting to that reference point there is fantastic. Now we need to work on the shoulders. As mentioned, there's a discrepancy between the two. Hips turn X amount, shoulders turn X amount more. Shoulders turn X amount more, but without swaying off the golf ball to get to there. I now can no longer see from here where my hips are in relation to the cane, so that's obviously too far, so there's good. I'm going to take this cane, I'm going to place it just inside here, which is 1 foot width. 1 foot width inside my trail foot. There, and at the top of my swing, my shoulders should line up with that red cane on the ground. Pop the club down, take my address position, there. Now both canes marry up. I've got the green cane on the top and the shoulders married up with the red cane on the ground. Yellow and white cane are matched up, so I'm now centred over the golf ball with the correct shoulder turn and the correct hip turn. So I've turned 2 elements of the body where there's torque and rotation and forces in there correctly. So now from there I can get the hips to work before the shoulders on the way back down because I'm structured at the top. So address position, up to the top, there we go. You can see I'm centred over the golf ball, down. There, then from there the hips are going to go first and the shoulders will follow. Top, impact, top, impact. Now creating that sensation and feeling that sensation is optimum. That's what you have to try and do. A lot of this is muscle memory. And there, that's great. I've got a little bit more weight on my left side to make sure my shoulders didn't come past the red cane. I don't want to go this way. That's the reverse pivot. There's good. As I look down, the green cane is on top of the red cane, and then from there I can really get the hips to open up first. Hips will open up. As I hit golf ball, my shoulder will be square to the target line, but look, my hips are further open. My hips are more open than my shoulders at impact. So now I've set myself up. I've taken both canes out. I'm aware of where my hips go, I'm aware of where my shoulders go, and from there I can hit some golf shots, structured golf shots. Very well structured golf shots because the strike's good because I'm centred to do 1 more. So I'm set up, hips have turned, shoulders have turned, and then from there I can turn it all back through. So at impact, the hips are going to turn more and be open to both the feet line and the cane line, and then my shoulders are going to be square to target. So hips and shoulders to the top, nice and structured. And again, and I've captured that feeling, I've captured that sensation. Without the visual aid of the canes on the floor, you can't really see where you are, where you're going to go unless you video yourself. Now that's very hard to do. Ask your pal for your other two canes to make sure you can gauge how far the hips have turned, how far the shoulders have turned, and then from there, it's up to you as the player to try and create some muscle memory or understand how much further the shoulders have moved than the hips, and then work it from there. You can do it. Just grab 4 canes to capture the feeling of the sensation in the first place, and then repeat it as often as you possibly can. So I just step on, I'm 1 foot width away from there. I've moved that cane slightly. There we go, I'm good. Then from there, hips turn so far, shoulders keep turning. There's no way I'm moving off the golf ball now. I'm there, hit, there, hit, there, hit. I've got low point control. Of course I've got low point control because my mass of my body is not moved away, side to side, laterally, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you get the idea. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification for instant notifications of all my videos, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.